This is a CNIB Lake Joe at Home program. CNIB Lake Joe at Home logo, image description, an illustration of a marshmallow roasting in a campfire with a roof in the background.
Yeah, I can hear.
So welcome everyone to the CNIB Lake Joe 60th anniversary celebration kickoff. I'm Sherry Helsdingen. I am the lead community engagement and team operations at CNIB Lake Joe, and I am thrilled to be here today to celebrate this exciting milestone, the big 6-0. Of course, we all wish that we could be together on site at Lake Joe, but we're thrilled to be able to do this virtually via Zoom. We're still going to share memories. We're going to enjoy music. We're going to make our own magic. And we want you to make yourselves comfortable and we want you to enjoy. So I'm looking at my number. We now have over 61 people or registrants on the call, which is awesome. And I know that we have people actually from coast to coast. I see some folks who joined the call from the west out in BC. So welcome out there on the Pacific. And I believe we have some Maritimers from Nova Scotia as well. So welcome to you. We're so blessed right now to have campers and guests. We have volunteers and board members. We have staff members and alumni on this call together. It's really all of you that contribute, all that you do to bring the magic of camp to life at Lake Joe. So because we love a good party and there is, truly so much to celebrate as we, look at 60 years, this is going to be our first of 6 monthly Saturday celebrations in honor of CNIB Lake Joe's, incredible history. I am joined by my fellow fabulous party planners. I have Lindsay Garrett, program manager at Lake Joe, and Ali Huge, who is the program coordinator. They're going to be sharing the Zoom spotlight with me today, and with many of you on the call, actually. So, Lindsay and Ali, let's get the party started.
Great, thanks, Sherry. Hi, everybody, it's Lindsay. As Sherry said, I am the program manager at CNIB Lake Joe. Thank you all for coming today. Our agenda for today, we've got lots of exciting stuff packed into our hour today. We're going to start with some historical facts about CNIB Lake Joe from the 1960s. Then we have a very special video message to share with all of you. We'll then hear from our Executive Director, Monique Pilkington, and our General Manager, Eugene Chong. Following that, we will get into the music, memories, and the magic of camp. So we will have live musical performances by Stella, who is affectionately known on our virtual programs as the Music Lady. And we'll also hear from some extra special guest speakers today. And as I said before, at the end, we will keep the call open for a mix and mingle. So if you'd like to stick around and chat afterwards, we'd love to chat with all of you. All right, I'm going to hand it over to Ali now.
Thank you, Lindsay. Hey, everyone, it's Ali. We're going to start off with some fun facts from the 60s. Have you ever wondered what was happening at Lake Joe back in the 60s? Here's some fun facts about Lake Joe. Before finding a permanent home on Lake Joseph in Muskoka, a camp for people who were blind and partially sighted was run and rented in Ancaster, Ontario. The camp ran for 3 weeks of the summer to provide an outdoor experience and social outlet. By 1959, the demand was so high and it exceeded the space available for camp. Recognizing the life-changing role that camp plays in the lives of people with sight loss, CNIB, in collaboration with the Lions Family of Ontario and the Canadian Council for the Blind, purchased a small piece of paradise from the McDonald family on Lake Joseph in Muskoka. CNIB Lake Joe, originally known as the Canadian National Institute for the Blind, Lake Joseph Adjustment Training and Holiday Center, hosted its official opening celebration July 21st, 1961, and less than a month later opened its doors to campers on August 17th, 1961.
So I'm going to take it from there. So that was 60 years ago, and we know lots has changed, but our history remains so strong. And we want to take a few minutes before we really jump into the program to introduce or reintroduce you to some of the past leadership staff at CNIB Lake Joe who have really laid the groundwork. They've sown the seeds to make Lake Joe the transformative place that it is for people with sight loss. So Lindsay.
My name is Jim Sanders. I retired after a 42-year career with CNIB, the last 10 years serving as President and Chief Executive Officer. And it all started at Lake Joe. I was a camp counselor and the first water ski instructor in 1967, and I returned in 1968. Ann Wooding was the craft teacher for those same 2 years. We were married in 1969. And as the old expression goes, May 9th, 53 years ago was the first day of the rest of my life. May you, Lake Joe, continue to fulfill hopes and dreams for 60 more years.
Hi, my name is Penny Harton. I worked at CNIB Lake Joe from 1976 to 1978, a long time ago now it seems. After that, I actually worked at CNIB in a number of positions in 5 different provinces for about 27 years. During my time at Lake Joe, I had some wonderful, memorable moments, but one thing I particularly recall is having the opportunity to learn to sail and become comfortable with sailing, a sport that I continue to enjoy through Blind Sailing Canada. I really congratulate CNIB Lake Joseph on celebrating 60 years of providing opportunities for empowerment, for growth, for active living to blind and partially sighted Canadians. Congratulations, and I look forward to seeing you all again soon.
Hello, my name is Andrew Murray, and I was the director of Lake Joe for 3 years, 1986, 1987, and 1988. My best memory of Lake Joe was being there for the 25th anniversary in 1986 when Lincoln Alexander, who was Lieutenant Governor in Ontario, came and visited Lake Joe to bring greetings from Ontario. I met many of my lifetime friends through Lake Joe, and I really miss the magic of Lake Joe and the early morning calls of the loop.
Hi, Barb Ennis here. I worked as an orientation and mobility specialist at CNIB in Ontario North for 32 years. But my very first job after university was at CNIB Lake Joe for the summer of 1981. I was also seconded to the camp as the assistant director in 1993. And in 1993, we had more rain than sunshine, and that caused the alarm system that ran under the boardwalk to go off on a regular basis. I knew all the local firemen by the end of that summer for sure. The system was upgraded that autumn. That I was grateful for. Congratulations on bringing 60 years of memory-making adventures to the campers and the staff of CNIB Lake Joe. It would be amazing to see everyone again at Lake Joe at a Lake Joe reunion. Fingers crossed it can be soon.
Hi, it's Tom Appleyard. I was the assistant manager at Lake Joe way back in 1995, and it's been so great to connect again with the year-round staff at Lake Joe to be involved in a couple of projects over the past couple of years. Congratulations, Lake Joe, 60 beautiful years, just amazing, and can't wait to be on site again and with you all. Congratulations.
Hi, everyone. My name is Stephanie Wilsack, and I was the Lake Joe manager from 94 through 99. I had a great time. It was some of the highlight memories of my working career. I'm really excited to be back affiliated with Lake Joe. I joined the Lake Joe Advisory Board in the last 6 months, and it's exciting and it's refreshing, and the Lake Joe team is extraordinary. I thought I had a great team. There's an incredible team in place right now. I encourage everyone to take a look at the website and our Facebook page. There's some fantastic things happening with our 60th anniversary. I'm honored to be an alumni. I was asked about a funny story, and I'm sure that no one remembers the year that it snowed. And we ended up leaving the camp, and our director at the time was kind of wondering where we were. But that big dining hall is pretty big abyss, and it was tough to keep warm. So we used that Perry Sound Hotel a couple days just to get our feet back. I'm excited to be a part of Lake Joe, and I hope everyone else joins us. And there's some wonderful activities going to happen all across the province. So don't be shy. Let us know you want to be a part of what we're doing, and we hope to see you all in an event in the next 6 months. Take care.
Hey, it's Monica here. I was the program manager at Lake Joe in 2013. And although I was only there for one short year, the people I met and the memories I made will truly last me a lifetime. Happy 60th anniversary, Lake Joe. You are really a magical place. And I cannot wait till we can all sit around the campfire again very soon.
Hi, Lake Joe. It's Jacqueline Harrison. I was the camp manager from 2006 to 2016. I have so many incredible memories of my time at Lake Joe, from the construction of the new buildings to the addition of the transportation program. But I think what really stands out to me is the relationships and the connections that people had, spending a few minutes on the boardwalk to connect about the day, or heading down to the waterfront and spending hours on Muskoka chairs chatting and really getting to connect with people who are down there, or having a quick chat over a cup of coffee in the administration building. I hope that you have an amazing 60th anniversary, and all the best to you in 2021.
Hi, everyone. It's Monique Pilkington. What a great video. I've been the executive director for CNIB Lake Joe since 2016. I'd like to thank all of the past staff who contributed to that amazing video message, sharing warm memories about their time at CNIB Lake Joe. As you know, a few of them have joined us today, so I'd just like to take a moment to welcome them. Andy Murray, Stephanie Wilsack, and Thomas Appleyard. Thank you for being here today to celebrate with us. For our 60th anniversary, we're celebrating warm memories, bright futures all year long. It's a time to reminisce about the good times shared together at Lake Joe, and a time to look forward to the future with exciting things to come. I'd like to share with you one of my favorite warm memories of Lake Joe. I've got a Zoom background here with a picture of a sunrise at Lake Joe at the beachfront with Muskoka chairs. And for me, taking those early morning walks in the quiet and warmth of the sun, and then connecting with a Lake Joe friend for a quick chat and a hot coffee on a Muskoka chair by the lake before heading to the dining hall for Chef Andre's hearty breakfast. That's one of my favorite memories. My camera is full of photos of sunrises at Lake Joe, and especially now when we cannot be at camp, I'm grateful for those pictures and for the memories of those warm conversations. I know we are all thinking about a bright future and looking forward to getting back to camp when it is safe to do so. Thanks to CNIB Lake Joe, in my role as executive director, I am able to share my passion for camp with our entire community and truly make a difference for people with sight loss and their families. Over the years, CNIB Lake Joe has evolved and expanded, but we've never strayed from our original goal to provide transformative experiences that bring the magic of camp to life for Canadians living with sight loss. As we celebrate our 60th year, we are determined to meet our fundraising goal of $1.6 million. These funds will support the construction of a brand new multi-purpose recreation and teaching facility at Lake Joe. It will be built in the location where the old Elms cabin once stood, between the Welcome Center and the dining hall and lounge. It will provide much needed indoor space at camp, a place where we can offer adaptive sport and recreation opportunities and programs focusing on skill development. We hope to complete this new building by 2024. With incredible community and donor support, we are building a bright future to ensure people with sight loss and their families will enjoy CNIB Lake Joe for the next 60 years and beyond. Thank you so much to everybody for celebrating with us. I'd now like to pass it over to Eugene Chong, General Manager for CNIB Lake Joe.
Hello, everyone. It's Eugene, General Manager of CNIB Lake Joe. My virtual backdrop is an image of our new climbing tower at the camp. It was built with the generous support of our donors from our Dock to Dock Party with a Purpose fundraising event this past summer and Ontario Trillium Foundation. And I'm wearing my climbing helmet, ready to take our programming to new heights. I've been a part of the team here since 2017, and thanks to CNIB Lake Joe, I am inspired by those who've grown their confidence through new experiences here and those who've gone on to great things beyond the boundaries of Lake Joe itself. In my first season at Lake Joe, I made it a point to connect with as many guests as possible, from serving coffee and tea to sitting in the Muskoka chairs by the waterfront. It was a summer of collecting camp stories, and they were plentiful. One of my fondest memories from that summer was with one of our deafblind clients and my first experience with tactile signing. I remember sharing in that moment in time with them as we sat together, his hands over mine as I tried to sign. The patience shown to me that afternoon and the very few words we were able to share will live with me through my days. I'm fortunate to be a steward of the legacy that is Lake Joe and to continue to celebrate the successes of our past and present. As many of you know, this place is truly special, and we can't wait to welcome our guests back to the camp when it is safe to do so. At CNIB Lake Joe, we believe in a limitless future for people with sight loss, one where people can live, work, and play without barriers. Our goal for a bright future at CNIB Lake Joe is to continue to smash barriers, boost participation, and expand on-site and virtual program offerings year-round so more Canadians and their families can access our life-changing programs. We are in for an amazing program today, and thank you for joining us to kick off our 60th anniversary. So without further ado, Sherry, take it away.
Awesome. Thank you, Eugene, and thank you, Monique, for really building on CNIB Lake Joe's incredible legacy and leading us sort of bravely into the future. Each of us has benefited from the gifts from those who came before us, and each of us are contributing our own gifts to people that we're traveling along with and those who will follow us. So the special gifts that we're going to highlight today are songs and stories. Last week on social media and in our programs, we asked people to respond to the statement, thanks to CNIB Lake Joe, I ... And we were truly overwhelmed by the variety of responses that we got, and we want to share them with you today. So we have 3 live musical performances for you, interspersed with folks from the Lake Joe camp community, sharing why Lake Joe is so important to them. So it is my pleasure to introduce Stella Trudeau, the CNIB Lake Joe music specialist. And maybe not everybody knows this, but recent university graduate. Congratulations, Stella, with your honors Bachelor in Music Education. Stella works at the W. Ross Macdonald School for the Blind. She is an executive on CNIB's National Youth Council, and boy, can she sing. So I'm going to, actually, I think we're all going to remain on mute so we can listen to Stella's lovely voice, but there is a mini version of the CNIB Lake Joe Campfire Songbook online. Some of you may have had the opportunity to take a look at it ahead of time. If not, Lindsay has just put the link in the chat. So on that note, no pun intended, Stella, take it from here.
Hi, Sherry. Thank you so much. You can hear me? Give me a thumbs up. Awesome. Hi, everyone. So this is the Lake Joe song, and this is a song that we have all put together, and it's been we've been working on it for a year, and now it's done. So here it is. Welcome, Lake Joe friends. Music's in the air, even everywhere. Gather all around. Can you hear that sound? A campfire to sing some rounds. Music's all around. Welcome, Lake Joe friends. Music's in the air. Even though we can't be there, music's everywhere. The pontoon is so fun. It's fun for everyone. Sit back and relax and enjoy yourself while we're in the sun. Then we'll take that walk down to the fishing dock. We'll catch some fish and hear those waves, even laugh and talk. Welcome, Lake Joe friends. Music's in the air. Even though we can't be there, music's everywhere. Friends are far and near. We hope to have you here. We are the Lake Joe family. You've got a friend in me. Now it's time to part. It's hard to be apart. Let's make the most out of this time till another time. Welcome, Lake Joe friends. Music's in the air. Even though we can't be there, music's everywhere. Lake Joe we call home. It's our second home. So come to camp where the fun never ends. We hope you come again. Welcome, Lake Joe friends. Music's in the air. Even though we can't be there, music's everywhere. Music's everywhere. Music's everywhere. And that was with the ukulele. So that was done. Yeah. Thank you, everyone.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Stella. Thanks to CNIB Lake Joe, I have the pleasure of listening to people's voices, whether it's through music, whether it's stories, showcasing their achievements, their ambitions. I'm inspired, like truly, every time I hear someone say, "You don't think I can do this? Watch me." And it's my pleasure right now to introduce our first 5 folks who are going to tell you what CNIB Lake Joe means to them personally. The first person I want to introduce, I'm just looking at my notes, is Emily. Emily is a camper and a staff member. So Emily, the floor is yours.
So thanks to CNIB Lake Joe, I gained a variety of new experiences like sailing, tandem biking, and archery that I could not have gotten anywhere else. I made lifelong friends, and I gained independent living skills that I will use for the rest of my life. Lake Joe is also the first place that I met someone with the same eye condition as me.
Awesome. Thank you, Emily. Douglas, another camper, is going to share his story. Hi, Douglas. Oh, we can't hear you, Douglas. Don't panic. This is par for the course.
Sorry about that.
There we go. No problem. You're keeping it real.
Well, my name is Douglas, and I've been a Lake Joe camper for many years. I started going in 1995, and then 1996, and then I concentrated for many years on my independence with my blindness, living more out on my own. And then I went back to camp from 2010 to 2016, and a couple of my favorite memories are tubing. I love tubing, and going to the Legion, like the dances. They were fun, interacting with everyone, and bingo night was awesome. But one of the main things is Lake Joe, meeting a lot of people at Lake Joe gave me the drive to eventually in 2016 go to college. And I completed radio broadcasting and television and graduated with honors in 2018. And, I'd like to thank Lake Joe and the staff and everyone there because it gave me the drive to pursue my dreams. And I've always had a great time at Lake Joe, and it's been wonderful. And I hope to have many more memories. And cheers to everyone at Lake Joe.
Awesome. Congratulations, Douglas, and thank you so much. Tiffany, another camper, is up next.
Hi, my name is Tiffany, and I've been going to Lake Joe since 2008, and I really think CNIB Lake Joe for giving me the opportunity to go tubing, to go to the Legion and hang out with friends, especially those who are visually impaired / blind. And I also enjoy the talent show, and I love singing so much, and especially singing with some of the counselors and some of the campers. I find Lake Joe my second home and so much fun to be at.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much, Tiffany. Next, we have Jim, a 20+ year volunteer at Lake Joe.
Hi, everyone. It's Jim Tokas. Thank you for the opportunity and happy 60th birthday. I hope it's not raining as hard as it was on the 50th. But anyway, I have many favorite memories from the CNIB Lake Joseph Center. It was a place for me to first go and have the opportunity to volunteer after I suffered vision loss. And, I learned from all the people at the camp that, vision loss is something that everybody can continue to live with and be better for it once you learn. And there's nothing that you can't do. And I've gone on to be a leader in the vision loss community and a mentor, both nationally and internationally, and I continue to do so. And it's thanks to Lake Joe. And thank you, Stephanie. You were wonderful.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Jim. Every coffee break, we imagine that we're at Jim's Tim's. We think of you often. Next up, we have Patty, who's our first alumni member to speak.
Hi, everybody. Thanks to CNIB Lake Joe, I learned about all the things that I could do rather than all the things I had been told that I couldn't do. I learned how to canoe. I learned how to water ski with 2 and 1 leg. That was amazing on 1 foot. I learned so many things. I learned that I could sing and that people liked to listen to my singing voice. I learned to play guitar. And eventually I became a counselor. From there, I gained the confidence and the courage to follow my dreams and become a regular classroom high school English teacher, which I did for almost 30 years. That was very special. When I brought my daughter and my husband to camp for Family Week, I learned that it was a special place for them. Every time our feet hit the boardwalk, we all feel the same way. It's like coming home.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Emily, Douglas, Tiffany, Jim, and Patty, our first group. Thanks for getting us started with your fabulous memories and stories. We're now going to go back to Stella, who's going to take us, I think, back to the 60s.
Thanks, Sherry. Oh, can you guys hear me? Perfect. So with me now, a little different. I've got my acoustic guitar and I've got a microphone. So hopefully you guys can hear me all right. And for you today, my goodness, I'm so used to doing campfires, which is at 7 o'clock at night. So for you today, I'll be doing Stand By Me. So here it goes. When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see, no, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me, darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. If the sky that we look upon should tumble and fall, and the mountain should crumble to the sea, I won't cry, I won't cry, no, I won't shed a tear, just as long as you stand by me. Darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Thank you.
Thank you, Stella. Hi, everyone. It's Allie here.
Hello. It's
Hi.
Roxanne. I was trying to find a way to get logged in, and then I was having trouble or something.
Hi, Roxanne. Welcome to the program. We're so glad you were able to join us today. So it's Allie here. I have had the pleasure of being part of the Lake Joe family since 2013. And thanks to Lake Joe, I have and continue to be inspired by so many people that I meet, and I feel so fortunate for that. And it's my pleasure to introduce the next 5 individuals who would like to share their thanks to Lake Joe stories. So first up, we have Taylor, who is a CNIB Lake Joe staff.
Hi, everybody. It's Taylor here, and I have Erin next to me, who also worked at Lake Joe. Thanks to Lake Joe, I have been able to make so many wonderful connections with many wonderful people that I don't think that I would have gotten the chance to know and learn so much about if I had never gone to Lake Joe. So that's really important to me. Something also really important to me is in 2019, Erin and I worked together, and we've been dating ever since. So thanks to Lake Joe, I have a place where I can feel love and I can give love, and I fell in love. So yeah.
Thank you, Taylor. I love that. Thank you for sharing. Next up, we have Jess, who is a CNIB Lake Joe volunteer. Jess.
Hi, everybody. It's Jess here. I have so many memories from Lake Joe. I actually made Sherry a paper because I just couldn't keep them all inside me anymore. They're coming out. But thanks to CNIB Lake Joe, I got to spend lots of time with my bestie. We did not live close at all. And thanks to Lake Joe, I know sign language, and I am a lion, and know lots of amazing people from many years at Lake Joe, and have so many memories.
Thank you, Jess. Thank you for sharing. Next up, we are going to invite Sue, a CNIB Lake Joe camper, to share.
Hi, everybody. It's Sue here from Windsor. One of my favorite memories of Lake Joe is being out in nature. And My now boyfriend Alan and myself, we took a walk. I remember down a nature trail. I thought it was the most beautiful thing in the whole world. So I want to say thanks to Lake Joe. I was able to relax and feel the beauty of nature. And happy 60th, Lake Joe. God bless, and I love you all.
Thank you so much, Sue, for sharing. Next up, I'd like to invite Nick, a CNIB Lake Joe alumni.
Hey guys, I'm Nick. I began working at Lake Joe in 2014 and worked there throughout my university career. So thanks to Lake Joe, I gained the confidence and skills that I still currently use in my career today. And I also learned about career opportunities that I would never have thought of if I didn't work at Lake Joe. I currently am in training with Vision Loss Rehab Ontario to become an orientation and mobility specialist. So yeah, it was because of Lake Joe I was able to figure out what I wanted to do with my life. So now yeah, thank you guys.
Thank you, Nick. Thank you for sharing. And lastly, for this group, I would like to invite Marcia to share.
Okay, I'm Marcia Gilchrist. I'm blind since birth. And thanks to Lake Joe, I had the privilege of meeting my husband, Butch. I met him in 1983, just after my mother had passed away. And I was walking towards the boat dock, and I got lost. And I asked for help, and one of the staff introduced me to Butch, and he took me to the boat dock, and we've had a lot of beautiful memories together. And one thing I learned I really liked about Lake Joe is when we used to have the early sunrise breakfast and some of the boat rides Butch and I went on. And I love going tubing, especially really fast. And I'm like a whale in water. I love to swim, love to go on trips, and I really enjoy. I enjoyed the ice cream tour last week. I'm a fan of ice cream, but anyway, I met him later at Hamilton CNIB, and we went out and we got married in 1986. And then on June the 21st, and on June the 21st this year is going to be our 35th wedding anniversary. So I'm so happy. I went to Lake Joe, and I hope to go again with Butch, and I enjoy meeting him. And thank you very much, Lake Joe.
Hey, Lake Joe. Thank you so much for sharing, Marcia, and congratulations on your upcoming wedding anniversary, Marcia and Butch. Thank you to Taylor, Jess, Sue, Nick, and Marcia for sharing your memories, your stories, and what Lake Joe means to you. Now I'm going to pass it back to Stella for one of our favorite campfire sing-alongs that she will lead us in next.
Oh. Okay, everyone, the moment you've been waiting for, the great big moose. So here he goes. There was a great big moose who liked to drink a lot of juice. There was a great big moose who liked to drink a lot of juice, saying way-oh, 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 way-oh. The moose's name was Fred. He liked to drink his juice in bed. The moose's name was Fred. He liked to drink his juice in bed. Singing way-oh, way-oh. Way-oh, 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 way-oh. Way-oh, way-oh. Way-oh, 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 way-oh. He drank his juice with care, but he spilt it in his hair. He drank his juice with care, but he spilt it in his hair. Singing way-oh, way-oh. Way-oh, 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 way-oh. Way-oh, way-oh. Way-oh, 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 way-oh. Now he's a sticky moose, all covered in juice, and he's on the loose. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Stella. That was amazing. I could see many people singing and dancing along to that, so that was a lot of fun. Thank you so much. All right, so I have the absolute pleasure of introducing our next speakers. I guess I'll start with thanks to Lake Joe. I have had the opportunity to try new things and have been encouraged to step outside of my comfort zone in my almost 2 years now working for CNIB Lake Joe. I have learned so much about myself. I have gained confidence and grown as a person. So thank you, Lake Joe. I would like to now pass it on to Camper Lindsay.
Hi, my name's Lindsay. At Camp Lake Joe, I met some of my best friends, and we had a lot of fun with each other at camp. And I learned how to go tandem biking and kayaking all on my own, and it had a lot of fun. Happy birthday, Camp Lake Joe.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Lindsay. The next person we are going to hear from is a current staff member. Sorry, I'm just trying to find people here. There she is. We're next going to hear from Kelly.
Hello, everybody. My name's Kelly. I've been working at Lake Joe since June of 2019. I'm the guest services lead and the office coordinator. It's been a bit of a whirlwind of 2 years, but it's created, as everyone said, so many wonderful memories. So thanks to Lake Joe, I'm connected to and surrounded by the most welcoming and inclusive community I've ever had the chance to be connected with or to have an involvement with. So I'm very, very grateful for that. It means a lot to me to be part of this and to have met so many wonderful people. You never have to worry about if you'll fit in at Lake Joe or feeling self-conscious or anything like that. It is a very, very welcoming atmosphere and energy and people. So thank you very much. Congratulations.
Wonderful. Thank you, Kelly. Next up, we are going to hear from another camper, Dawn.
Yeah, hi. My name is Dawn Barton. I'm from Windsor, Ontario. And I'm going to say that thanks to CNIB Lake Joe, this is my favorite place to come. I look forward to going every year. I've been going since about 1990 and then off and on since, and then about 2002, I started coming back. And I've been coming ever since. And I would say the most special year for me was in 2018. Like I lost my mom, of course, that wasn't special, but I mean, I guess the point is I lost my mom in 2018. And when I came to Lake Joe that summer of that year, I was feeling really, really sad, really, missing my mom. And I just couldn't believe all the love, all the support that I got because I had many tearful times up there that year. And I just couldn't believe all the support and the love from staff and campers alike. And it just made me deal with my grief. Like it helped me to, get my mind off it. It got me busy. It got me to be with people, and it just made me forget the week and just being in nature. It was just the most lovely experience of all. And I just want to thank this camp for everything that they've done for us all through the years. And my favorite thing is swimming up there. I love to swim. I'm a dolphin. Everybody calls me Dolphin. So I just want to thank you, Lake Joe, for everything that you've done for us. And may God bless all of you. And happy birthday and happy anniversary for many, many years to come. Cheers to Lake Joe.
Thank you so much, Dawn. Next, we are going to hear from another alumni, Emily.
Hi, everybody. My name is Emily McFarland, and I am so thankful to Lake Joe, and thanks to Lake Joe, I am the person that I am today, in simplest terms. My parents actually met at Lake Joe in 1976, so I am, in fact, a Lake Joe baby, which is a fun fact I like to throw out as much as I can. My mom and my aunt who worked at Lake Joe are on the call right now as well, which I love, and I'm happy to see their faces. And I worked at Lake Joe from 2005 to 2009. Lake Joe has made me into the person I am, a person who loves connection, outdoor adventures, and of course, camp. My time at Lake Joe inspired me to work with camps all the way across Canada, and have now brought me back to directing CNIB's children and recreation programs, and of course, camps out here all the way in BC, across the country. So thank you so much, Lake Joe team, for putting this on and letting me talk about the place I love so much. And I look forward to all the wonderful events you're putting on in the next little bit. Thanks.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Emily. All right, next we are going to hear from another camper. We are going to hear from Kyle.
Oh, I'm unmuted, right?
Yes, we can hear you, Kyle.
Okay, thanks to Lake Joe. I have tried water skiing, and thanks to W. Ross, I went to Lake Joe Capabilities, and I like the triathlon, so it was good. I was in the triathlon, and I have slept in my first cabin ever, and it was pretty good because they have heating. So it was nice, and the water tubing was fun.
That's great. Thank you, Kyle. Thank you,
welcome.
Lindsay, Kelly, Dawn, Emily, Kyle, and all of our other amazing speakers today. I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone who has joined in today to help us celebrate 60 years of Lake Joe. As Sherry said at the beginning, this is just the first of 6 Saturday series celebrating Lake Joe, so we hope you'll join us again next month. On May 15th will be the next one, same time, same link. A few more thank yous before we wrap up. Thank you to our fearless leaders, Monique and Eugene, for your wonderful words at the top. Thank you to the incredible past leaders who took time to record that beautiful message for us at the beginning. Thank you to the very incredibly talented Stella for performing for us today. Thank you again to all of the amazing speakers. We got to hear from campers, staff, volunteers, alumni. It was really incredible. If you have been inspired by the thank you to CNIB Lake Joe messages, we invite you to visit the CNIB Lake Joe Facebook group and share your thanks to Lake Joe message with us there. Before we wrap up, we are going to do a draw. So everybody who has joined us here today has been entered into a draw to win a Lake Joe t-shirt. I'm going to pass it over to Allie. Okay, hi everyone, it's Allie here. I have entered everyone who has been on the call this afternoon into a random draw generator. So everyone's name is there. So I'm going to pick a name, and as soon as it stops, I will call it out. Oh, it stopped. And the winner is Scott R. Scott, congratulations. You are the winner of the t-shirt. Congratulations, Scott. And again, thank you everyone for joining us this afternoon.
To learn more about CNIB Lake Joe at-home programs, visit cniblakejoe.ca.